You ever get the feeling that some of the biggest secrets aren't locked away but are actually hidden in plain sight, just waiting for someone with the right key to unlock them? Well, today we're diving into a really incredible claim, the idea that there's a divine signature, a message written in both language and math, embedded in a single verse of the Bible. Let's unseal the scroll and see what's inside. So, this whole investigation really kicks off with this idea from Deuteronomy. It kind of suggests that while some things are kept secret, other truths are intentionally placed right there in the text, just waiting for us to find them. It almost sets the stage for a kind of textual treasure hunt, you know? All right, so if there is a hidden message, where in the world would you even start looking? Well, our source points us to a very, very specific spot. A single promise, tucked away inside the longest chapter in the entire book of Psalms. And the context here is just fascinating. I mean, Psalm 119 is this massive poem. We're talking 176 verses, and the whole thing is about the Word of God. The whole shebang. But in this entire chapter, the word sworn shows up exactly once. Just once, right there in verse 106. That kind of uniqueness makes you lean in and say, okay, what's so special about this verse? And here is the verse itself, taken from the King James Version. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. This right here, this is our data. It's a declaration, a powerful oath, and according to the source material, the key to unlocking its hidden meaning is sitting right there in that very first phrase. Now, to decode this, we can't just look at the English words on the surface. We need a clue, right? A linguistic key that can connect what we're reading to a deeper numerical pattern. And that key, our source argues, is found when you dig into the original Hebrew. And this little flowchart shows the connection perfectly. We start with the English word sworn. Okay, that represents the idea of an oath. Well, get this. In biblical Hebrew, the word for swearing an oath is directly related etymologically to the word for seven. So to swear is, in a way, to seven oneself. This leads to a pretty wild hypothesis. If this verse is really about a sworn oath, then maybe, just maybe, its mathematical signature should have something to do with the number 7. Okay, so we've got our linguistic key, then number 7. Now we need a tool, a method to actually analyze the English text. The one used in this investigation is a specific system for assigning numerical values to letters. The tool is called the English Reverse Ordinal Cipher, and honestly, it's way simpler than it sounds. Instead of A being 1 and Z being 26 like we're used to, you just flip it. So Z is 1, Y is 2, X is 3, and you go all the way down the alphabet until A is 26. Every single letter in our verse is going to get a number based on this system. And now for the really fun part. We are going to take this cipher and apply it to Psalm 119, verse 106, literally phrase by phrase. We'll add up the numbers and see what they have to tell us. This is the big question, isn't it? Does a meaningful pattern actually pop out when we translate these ancient words into modern numbers using this very specific key? Well, let's find out. Let's start at the beginning. I have sworn. We take every letter, apply that reverse cipher, add them all up, and what do we get? Our first number is 136. Okay, next up is the second clause, and I will perform it. We do the exact same process for every letter in this phrase, and it gives us a sum of 255. So right now we've got 136 and 255. Let's keep it rolling. The third piece of our puzzle is that I will keep. Applying the cipher letter by letter, this section adds up to a nice, clean 200. The numbers are building up, and we just have one phrase left to go. And finally, the conclusion of the whole oath, thy righteous judgments. This last, crucial phrase has a numerical value of 279. We now have all 4 parts of the verse calculated and ready. So, this is the moment of truth. What happens when we put it all together? What is the grand total of this sworn promise? And there it is. 136 plus 255 plus 200 plus 279 equals 777. Think about that. According to this analysis, in the only verse in this entire massive chapter that uses the word sworn, a word that's linguistically tied to the number 7, the numerical value of that oath is a triplicate of that very number. Wow.
Now, that is a remarkable finding. But you have to ask the question, right? Is this just a wild coincidence, or is it unique? I mean, does this pattern show up in other English translations of the Bible?
This bar chart is really telling. As you can see, when they apply the exact same reverse ordinal cipher to this verse in other major translations, the NKJV, the ESV, the NIV, the numbers are all different. Only the King James Version, that first bar on the left, adds up to 777. The analysis suggests this signature is specific to this exact wording. So let's just recap the argument here. We started with a linguistic clue, right? The Hebrew connection between sworn and seven. Then we applied a very specific cipher to the English text of the oath itself, and we found a mathematical result of 777. The claim is that the text on the surface makes a promise, and the hidden numbers underneath confirm it with a signature. It's a truly fascinating convergence of language, math, and theology that's being presented here. And it kind of leaves you with this one final really provocative thought. If this one verse contains such a detailed and specific signature, what other hidden patterns might be out there, just waiting to be discovered in texts we thought we knew so well?